Did you know that corned beef, a beloved dish during St. Patrick's Day festivities in the United States, originates from ancient preservation techniques? Whether served in a classic Reuben sandwich or as the centerpiece of a hearty meal, corned beef seamlessly blends historical significance with modern culinary innovation. But what exactly gives it signature flavor and texture? Let's dive into the fascinating production journey of one of America's most popular comfort foods. The story of corned beef begins with age-old methods of preserving meat using salt. Before refrigeration became commonplace, salting was the most dependable way to extend the shelf life of perishable foods. The term corned refers to the coarse salt granules, known as corns, used in the curing process. By the 1600s, Ireland had emerged as a significant exporter of corned beef, thanks to its abundant cattle and inexpensive salt supplies. However, the majority of the product was shipped overseas, particularly to America, where it became a staple among Irish-American communities, especially on St. Patrick's Day. So, where does the production process of corned beef begin? Before starting work, every worker must ensure absolute hygiene for all subsequent stages of production. Large trucks carrying fresh meat are received and transported to the inspection area. Meat that meets the required standards is transferred to the preparation area. Depending on the factory's process, workers may manually cut the meat into square pieces or use automatic cutting machines for faster and more consistent slicing. In some other processing facilities, the meat is finely ground using modern grinders, preparing the raw materials for the next steps. After preparation, the meat is moved into the marination area. Here, a spice mixture consisting of water, salt, mustard seeds, pepper, bay leaves, and cloves is added to large mixing machines. These machines rotate continuously, ensuring that the spices are thoroughly absorbed into every strand of the meat. The evenly mixed meat is proportioned and placed into cans entirely by hand. Workers carefully add a small salt tablet into each can to balance the flavor. Each can is then precisely weighed to ensure consistent weight across all products. How are the canned products handled after sealing? Before cooking, the cans are briefly steamed for 20 seconds to clean the surface and disinfect them. The lids are then tightly sealed, and the cans are washed to remove any remaining external impurities. Wondering what creates the perfect flavor of corned beef? The answer lies in this step. The canned corned beef is then placed into large pressure cookers for slow cooking over an extended period. This process ensures the meat is evenly cooked while preserving its distinctive, delicious flavor, delivering consistent quality in every product. Before being shipped, the cans are carefully labeled and detailed information is printed on their bottoms. This is the final step to ensure all products are clear, visually appealing, and meet full standards, ready to reach consumers. If you think this is just a normal meat patty, think again. This meat is made 100% by vegetables, and it was made by a startup company named Impossible Foods. The meat tastes and bleeds like real meat, and it's delicious too! Impossible Foods now is targeting beef, pork, and sausage, and they have an ambitious goal. And surprisingly, in the US, plant-based meat sales amounted for $622.6 million in 2019. Opening a lucrative market for many companies like Impossible Foods or Beyond Meat. Today, let's follow Captain Discovery on a trip to Impossible Food headquarters to find out how this company turned a plant-based burger into a foodie sensation. Get ready to be veggie with plant-based meat. And don't forget to like and subscribe to Captain Discovery for more fascinating processes from around the world. Plant-based meat has evolved within American culture through several major phases, beginning with early vegetarian influences in the 20th century. Early versions of meat substitutes, such as soy products or potato, marked the beginning of a meat-free lifestyle in niche circles. In 2011, Impossible Foods was founded when Pat Brown, a longtime vegetarian, was nearing the end of an accomplished career in biochemistry at Stanford Medical School. He wanted to help solve climate change by focusing on animal agriculture, a leading source of greenhouse gas emissions and biodiversity loss. Producing meat from animals is the most destructive technology on Earth, and if we're going to avert catastrophic climate change, then we have to find a better way to produce meat, Pat Brown said. In 2019, Impossible Foods raised funds, which are up to $300 million to ramp up production, from the likes of Google Ventures, Bill Gates, and a slew of entertainment celebrities. As the world population grows, the need of plant-based meat is truly essential because this product can feed up to nearly more than half of the global population. Today, the company is sold in 30,000 service locations and 9,000 food retailers. The key, of course, would be to get people to actually eat clean and educate them about the thing we can do to protect the environment. Start from now. Before we start, here's the Discovery Challenge about plant-based meat. Which fast food chain brings plant-based meat to a mainstream audience? The answer will be revealed at the end of the video. Share your answer in the comments below now. Today we'll head to the Impossible Food Company to have a behind-the-scenes look about the way they make artificial meat based on 100% plants. At this factory, meat is made by high-quality soybeans. Soy protein concentrate is extracted and prepared to serve as the primary structural component. The protein extraction often includes soaking, grinding, and separating the protein from the fiber and carbohydrates naturally present in soybeans. By adjusting variables like moisture and pressure, Impossible Foods creates a specific consistency that helps the final product feel and behave like animal meat when cooked. Next, the focus is on synthesizing soy leg hemoglobin, a heme-containing protein that imparts the characteristic flavor and color of meat. The extracted soy leg hemoglobin gene is inserted into the DNA of a yeast strain and cultivated in fermentation tanks under controlled conditions. During fermentation, the yeast cells express the soy leg hemoglobin protein, producing it in substantial quantities. The purified soy leg hemoglobin is incorporated into the plant-based meat mixture. Its presence is crucial for replicating the taste, aroma, and color of traditional meat. It's break time! Did you know that the meaty flavor in plant-based meat comes from a molecule called heme, which is also found in animal muscle? Impossible Foods discovered that heme, naturally present in both plants and animals, is what gives meat its distinctive flavor. They use a plant-derived heme made by fermenting genetically modified yeast, allowing their burgers to have a savory, meaty patty. And you, have you ever tried this meat? Share now in the comments below. Next, plant-derived fats are incorporated to replicate the juiciness and mouthfeel of animal meat. They choose coconut oil and sunflower oil for this step. The oils are blended with water and emulsifiers to create a stable mixture. Now the emulsified fats are combined with the prepared soy protein base, and experts measure the ratio of coconut to sunflower oil, and it's adjusted to balance saturated and unsaturated fats. To create the distinct meaty taste, soy leg hemoglobin is added, which provides both flavor and color similar to beef. Other natural flavors are also included to deepen the flavor profile and work in harmony with the heme. Binding agents like methyl cellulose are incorporated to help the mixture hold together, particularly during cooking. Then modified food starch is also added, which aids in moisture retention. Finally is the yeast to create the savory, umami flavors, contributing to the depth and richness associated with meat. processed mixture is then shaped into various forms, such as burger patties, meatballs, or ground meat. This is accomplished using specialized equipment that molds the product into consistent sizes and shapes. Throughout the mixing and forming stages, quality control measures are implemented to monitor factors like moisture content, texture, and structural integrity. Any necessary adjustments are made to ensure the final product meets Impossible Foods standards for taste and quality. The products are then packaged in materials that maintain freshness and durability during transportation. Finally, the packaged items are distributed to retailers and food service providers, making them readily available to consumers. And now's the answer for the quiz about which fast food chain brings plant-based meat to a mainstream audience. The answer is Burger King. In 2019, this fast food chain made a significant move toward mainstreaming plant-based meat when it introduced the Impossible Whopper, used a patty from Impossible Foods. By offering this burger nationwide, Burger King allowed more consumers to try plant-based meat, especially those who might not typically seek out vegetarian options. Eating plant-based meat has several benefits for health, the environment, and animal welfare. It's often lower in saturated fat and cholesterol, which can support heart health and reduce the risk of certain diseases. Plant-based options also tend to have more fiber, aiding in digestion and blood sugar control. Environmentally, plant-based meat requires fewer resources like water and land, leading to a smaller carbon footprint and helping conserve ecosystems. Lastly, the wide variety of plant-based products now available makes it easy to enjoy meat alternatives in many familiar dishes. Doner Kebab, a renowned street food from the Middle East, captivates diners not only with its rich flavors, crispy exterior, and tender juicy interior, but also as the result of a meticulous, detail-oriented production process. From selecting ingredients, processing, marinating, to the arrangement and preservation of the meat, every step is carried out with skilled techniques and dedication by each worker. Ever wondered about the journey behind a perfect doner kebab? Quickly hit subscribe to Captain Discovery and join us as we unveil the secrets behind this Middle Eastern delicacy. Start the journey now! Originating from the rich cultural landscapes of the Middle East, doner kebab is believed to have emerged in the 19th century in Turkey. According to historical accounts, this dish was born from the creativity of traditional grillers, who discovered how to stack thin slices of lamb, beef, and chicken onto a vertical spit and cook them over a charcoal fire. This vertical grilling method not only ensured even cooking, preserving the tenderness of the meat, but also created a deliciously crispy exterior. In the 1970s, doner kebab made its debut on the global stage when Kadir Nurman, a Turkish immigrant living in Berlin, Germany, came up with the idea of serving it as a convenient meal for workers. He combined grilled meat with bread and fresh vegetables to create the first German-style doner kebab. The dish quickly gained popularity, becoming a national snack in Germany and spreading across Europe. Today, doner kebab is not only popular in Turkey and Germany, but has also reached Asia, the Americas, and Australia, becoming one of the world's favorite street foods. In Germany alone, over 600 tons of doner kebab are consumed daily, and Berlin now boasts more kebab shops than even Istanbul. What meticulous steps give doner kebab its bold flavors? Early each morning, trucks loaded with fresh ingredients arrive at the plant, marking the start of a flavorful day of production. Before handling any ingredients, each worker adheres strictly to hygiene protocols, including donning protective gear such as masks, hats, and gloves. This ensures a completely safe production environment. Each day, approximately 275 tons of fresh produce are brought in. Every batch is weighed precisely, and the storage temperature is rigorously maintained at 2.8 degrees Celsius to preserve the freshness of these initial ingredients. In the quality control area, workers carefully assess each cut of meat to international food safety standards. For items like chicken, legs, lamb, and other meats, they inspect color, freshness, and elasticity to ensure that each ingredient meets the highest standards before processing. The first step to crafting a delicious and safe doner kebab. Now it's time for the Discovery Challenge. If you were in charge of arranging a doner kebab, how would you do it? Would you go for bold all-beef flavor, soft, juicy chicken layers mixed with rich lamb, or a combination of all for an explosion of flavor? Comment with your unique meat stacking strategy. After rigorous inspection, the meat is sent to the preparation room, where automated cutting machines divide it into smaller portions, allowing workers to easily trim excess fat and skin, creating perfect portions for the next steps. The factory produces various types of doner kebab, including lamb, beef, chicken, and pork. Each type of meat is thinly sliced with a thickness between 0.5 and 1 centimeter, ensuring that when grilled, each slice cooks evenly, retaining a tender interior while gaining a crispy edge, achieving that crispy on the outside, juicy on the inside sensation. Meanwhile, softer trimmings with a higher fat content are finely ground. As they grill, the fat melts, creating a rich, soft texture in each bite. This blend of thinly sliced, chewy meat and ground tender fat pieces creates a unique balance and delivers a deliciously harmonious flavor. What seasonings make doner kebabs so distinctive? The secret lies in this carefully crafted seasoning blend. After preparation, whole meat slices or finely ground portions are thoroughly mixed with a seasoning blend of garlic, cumin, oregano, basil, paprika, black pepper, and red pepper. Rows of mixers rotate evenly, allowing each seasoning to penetrate the meat fibers deeply, so that when grilled, the aroma fills the air and a bold, vibrant flavor bursts forth with each bite. The combination of these two types of meat, the solid texture of the whole slices and the soft, finely ground portions, achieves a perfect balance of taste and texture, creating an unforgettable experience in every bite. Next, the seasoned ground meat is portioned to be prepared for the vertical spit. At this stage, workers may choose to layer only whole meat slices or alternate between slices and ground meat. The alternating arrangement allows the seasonings in the ground meat to seep into the whole slices, forming a firm, flavorful block that retains moisture when grilling. As the meat is stacked, workers gently press each layer to ensure they adhere closely without leaving gaps. This gentle pressure maintains the softness of the meat while preventing it from sagging or deforming during grilling. By compactly pressing and maintaining moisture, doner kebab emerges with a crispy golden crust and a naturally tender, juicy interior. Each slice is arranged and pressed to form a perfectly cylindrical shape from top to bottom. Workers may use a knife to trim any excess or shape the block into a round, even form. This not only enhances aesthetics, but also ensures that the meat cooks evenly from all angles. This pressing and stacking method also supports easy slicing when served, keeping each piece tender without crumbling. When the meat is perfectly arranged, workers begin the packing process, a step that requires finesse and precision. The meat block is wrapped in food-grade plastic film to keep it secure. Each worker carefully pulls each layer of film, leaving no gaps and ensuring the meat block remains stable during storage. Once tightly wrapped, a label with all essential information including meat type and production date is attached. Next, a stainless steel skewer with a hook is inserted through the meat from top to bottom, securing it firmly to the grill spit. This skewer stabilizes the block during grilling and allows for safe mounting on racks in the cold storage and on the rotating spit. Finally, a stainless steel disc is added to the bottom, keeping the meat block upright, preventing any shifting during grilling and ensuring an even roast from every angle. The finished blocks are transferred to cold storage, where they're maintained at an ideal temperature, preserving freshness until they're ready for the next stages. This ensures that every doner kebab, when served, retains its signature flavor, tender texture, and vibrant aroma. How's this delicious creation reach you? The final step will reveal the secret behind preserving the freshness and flavor of every doner kebab. For doner kebab restaurants, these frozen meat blocks are delivered straight from the factory's cold storage. When they arrive, restaurant staff mount the meat blocks on a rotating spit and grill them over an open flame. The meat, crispy and golden on the outside, is sliced into thin, juicy pieces, served with fresh vegetables and sauce in a doner kebab wrap. There's nothing better than enjoying a hot, fragrant kebab right at the restaurant. Apart from direct service at stores, the factory also employs an automated robot system to meet high demand at supermarkets. Here, robots handle the grilling and slicing of doner kebab. The meat rotates on the spit, cooking evenly from the outside in. These robots can slice up to 450 kilograms of meat within 6 hours, creating uniform, delicious doner kebab slices. Once perfectly cooked, the robot slices each piece thinly, carefully packs it and sends it to supermarkets. The pre-packaged chilled slices allow customers to enjoy doner kebab at home. The factory is dedicated not only to quality but also to protecting the environment. From waste management through recycling, eco-friendly packaging, energy-saving equipment, to efficient emissions control systems, every step is optimized to minimize environmental impact. Every worker is conscious of environmental protection, helping conserve resources through production. Each doner kebab delivered to you isn't just delicious, but is also the result of a sustainable production process. So, we've journeyed through the creation of a doner kebab. From meticulous ingredient selection, careful preparation, to quality and environmental commitment. Each step is crafted with skill and dedication to deliver the unique, irresistible flavor that has made doner kebab a global culinary icon. Enjoy exploring factory production with us? Like, share, and subscribe to Captain Discovery for more fascinating insights into manufacturing.